welcome back to TitanReach. I've been doing some mining and metallurgy and forging. So much mining and metallurgy and forging. But we're finally done. With this inventory of iron ingots, we'll have all the levels we need. Look how close to a level that is. Metallurgy, level 50. Continues to be the weakest link in the whole mining smithing process here. And that's why we went with iron. The amount of additional metallurgy experience given for doing steel instead in no way makes up for the fact that you have to mine not only 3 ores, but 2 coal, which takes a lot longer to get. Plus you get to do less bars per trip, so. We just went around, mined up ourselves many iron ore, came over here, made 1/2 of that many iron ingots, and turned them all into iron arrowheads. It's been a lot. But with that, we've got level 50 in all 3 of those skills. Well, 50 plus. 50 metallurgy, and then way more forging and mining XP. Also, the bars still don't seem to work quite right. They're not all the way green, but now they're a different kind of messed up. Early access. What are you gonna do? The bars, the circle up here, still tells you how you're doing, so it's not a complete shot in the dark. And the XP calculations are still accurate, so we got that going for us. With these 150 iron arrowheads brought back to the bank, we now have 24,760. Yep, that's a lot. We ended up mining 5,000 iron ore, and this is what's left. We got a whole bunch of rubies during that. So, if we want a whole bunch of ruby necklaces or something, that's available. But with that, we've got what we need. First, and most importantly, well, everything here is going to be important, but firstly, we need to get ourselves 4 cobalt ore. 100,000 coins down the drain. But they're going to be exactly what we need for any future endeavors here. It's pretty... It makes a lot of sense that cobalt went up to 50 when Vertium was added. But it did make it so we could no longer make cobalt there for a little bit. That's okay. 2 cobalt ingots. Head over to the anvil. Now we can make ourselves 1 cobalt pickaxe. And 1 cobalt axe. I'm still not sure why they changed the cobalt sword picture, because it already had one. The arrow tips are still normal. Who knows? Anyways. Cobalt pickaxe. Look how blue it is. Very striking. And the axe. Very blue. They're still just recolored steel. And that's why we're going to be keeping the Vertium ones around too. So whenever they get new models, we can show those off. We're not going to be buying a Cobalt Dagger though. So just the tools here. And now the hard part. Potentially. Amulet defense, sapphire ring. Hagnesh. Everything's ready. The first question is going to be, how strong is the Cobalt Pickaxe? It says 16, but pretty much everything is broken. Well, not broken, just not done with the tooltips. So we're going to see what kind of damage we can get done with the Cobalt Pickaxe. Well, I hit a 90 there. It is capable of doing damage. That's basically what I needed to know. Let's try against this guard here, though. Yeah, it can do damage. Good. A lot more than the 16 that it says. That's going to also be problematic for armor and weapons and everything. Steel Greatsword, 75. Cobalt Sword, 75. Are these numbers accurate? Who knows? But I'm not betting on it. And now, the real test. Is there going to be anybody scouting out the PvP area? Because we now need Vertium ore. Roll. There's a few problems with this PvP zone. Like, people can use the free cam to quickly check the entire area while hopping worlds. And there's no real negative for attacking people. And anybody can attack anybody. Let's take out these skeletons. Eat that chicken. And Hagnesh. Oh man. Yeah, there's really problematic. Oh my goodness. Let's try back here. Are we far enough away they're gonna stop being able to hit us? If we just stand in this corner. E. Attack. Stop mining! Everything comes back really fast too, which isn't great. Problematic. Yeah, having things spawn on top of the resources is super annoying. You see over there. Don't mind me. This is a hot mess is what this is. Just let me mine. Alright. We just need one more. Shoo. Shoo, Dark Skeleton. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. Alright. That is 20 Vertium ore? I think we need 30 something. I was getting as much as we can pick up each of these trips. I'm gonna need at least one more trip here. If we get any extra Vertium, it'll be okay. Alright. I think the only other person is that guy fighting guards. So, we're mostly safe for collecting this Vertium right now. But somebody could pop in there at any moment, so there's no real safety. We did get this iron sword we can sell. And we can't really bring a weapon along with us, because then we'd be risking either the weapon or the pickaxe. And that's just not viable whatsoever. Give me some more Hagnash. Yeah, we got 20 Vertium that time. I think we just need 32. So if we get another 20, that'll be plenty. One problem here is that diamonds come from the Vertium. So if we wanted to get the diamond jewelry, we would need to somehow mine hundreds of Vertium ore, basically. That's just obviously not viable. Especially with the skeletons camping here, that's just super annoying. Theoretically, we might be able to live slightly longer with our food. That's the idea, at any rate. Against an enemy player or a skeleton. Don't mind me. Yeah, the way the camera plays with the walls does not help either. Ah! Okay, if we stay behind this, we basically get out scotch-free. It's really awkward to stop mining and then attack the skeletons and jump over the rock because they apparently can hit further than I can. I guess this is a pickaxe. It's not exactly the best weapon as far as reach is concerned, I suppose. It looks like this is probably the best spot to stand here. We'll only get sometimes assaulted by dark skeletons. They do wander over here though, so it's not perfect. Not perfect by any means. It also means we can only use this one rock, which also slows down the process. pretty much quite a bit. Dark Skeleton fight. I'll be taking that chicken. Thank you very much. Alright, we're currently at 19 empty spaces. Ideally, I'd like to bring back 20, just to make everything even. And it's full again. Or, the rock is empty again, rather. Yeah, even without people murdering me constantly, this is still not a great mining location. Definitely not viable for experience whatsoever. Between the combat and the distance, iron was by far the correct choice. Let's go and fight. What did we get? More chicken. Eat. Stop. Eat. Eat. Vertium, vertium. There we go. We are outie. Okay. That should be all the vertium we're ever gonna need. Theoretically. Has an ore value of 170. Not worth it. Okay. And we spawn back at spawn. We are free from PvP Island. No PvP was had, which is ideal, unfortunately. I don't know what the final PvP situation is going to be, or even what the final combat system is going to be like. But that is vertium. What was it? 2, and then 3, I think. Something like that. Whatever it is, we'll just make enough bars. We'll make as many as we can. Alright. Vertium is 170, coal is 120. Takes 2 and 3. Yep, I was right there. So that's the same ratio as cobalt is right now. So 5 ores. So that's over 600 worth of ore to make a vertium ingot that is worth 290. Massive losses. But you're not here to sell the ingots to a general store. That is not the main function. Man, look how much that inventory compresses. Wow. Okay. Vertium. We've got 6. So we'll make the gloves. The boots. And the helmet. We're gonna need 2 more trips to make the legs, greatsword, and chestplate. That's okay. I think all these armor values are the same as everything else, so they're not accurate. Maximize our inventory usage here. 2 to 3, that'd be 5. 6, 12, and 18. Yep. I think I'm just going to make the number of ingots I need here. So, we'll be left with some extra vertium ore in the bank. Also, I collected enough coal for all this. I'd like to think ahead. More beautiful green ingots. Can we smith into cadent equipment? No. I guess that's another part of the tooltip that's not right. This is no longer cadentium or whatever. It's vertium. And these ones are going to be a leg. Well, legs. And a greatsword. Now we just need 4 more ingots to make the chestplate. Look how blue this pickaxe is. Very nice. Like it. Now that we're done with all the mining, for all the mining we're going to need to do right now. Oh well. 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 11, 12. These are gonna be a chestplate. I don't think you really need to worry about the store value of this kind of equipment. That is not what this is for. In the current state of things, you're not going to be mass-producing vertium equipment for XP or money. Each of these are about 300. So, we started with about 2.4k worth of ore, and we're going to turn it into a chestplate worth 330. That's barely worth more than 1 bar. Yeah. I guess it's going to have more player value than shop value. Especially since it's currently only in PvP zones. I believe they said that they want to have PvP zones as optional locations to get stuff. Maybe later they'll actually be better. Like, maybe the overworld vertium is going to be really far away or something. I'm still keeping backup steel greatsword. Just in case things go south, it's good to have everything you're gonna need. It's a nice sunny location. Is shadows even a thing? No. Just for the ground and stuff. It looks better though. Okay. Here's the steel greatsword with our steel armor. Here's our cobalt sword. And here's the vertium greatsword. It's got higher requirements. Same value. That's another question. I wonder if the gold value is accurate. If all the other information on here is wrong. Well, I guess the requirements are correct. Here's the vertium greatsword. It's a green steel greatsword. Potentially better in situations where I can't make use of the cobalt sword's speed, but really hard to say with all the information being wrong. And here is full vertium. Let's do it without the sword. Personally, I'd like to see different stances, potentially optional. You just really take a crazy stance. Then you take off your equipment and you're like, yep, this is fine. I'm just gonna stand here like normal. We will see. We will see. Here's full vertium. The armor value says it's the same, but it's probably not. Nobody knows. Boots. Gloves. Legs. Helmet. Chestplate. It's brown and green, currently. Very likely to change. Look at that. We're a green person now. The best armor. Apparently. It'd be very hard to test how much better this is. But anyways. Theoretically, we have more armor now, so that's probably gonna help us in whatever else we decide to do. Combat-based, at least. There is one other set of armor we don't have yet, and that is dark steel. But to get dark steel, we need dark steel fragments, which can be only obtained on PvP Island. So that is going to be something we're going to need to face. I think we're probably going to stick with Cobalt Sword. For the most part. They're level 96. I'd say they probably know what's going on. If they're still... I mean, I guess they're dancing the elite guards, so they still want the sword speed for that. So. Is the Vertium Greatsword better DPS than the Cobalt Sword? I don't know. I made it anyways. I guess that means we don't need the steel armor. Clearing up the bank. We could keep it as a backup in case anything crazy happens. Just take a little bit to get that back. Yeah, with the current death mechanics, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Make sure to not sell the Cobalt Pickaxe. That's not what we need right now. Okay. And I guess that means that we can sell the steel greatsword. Since we have two weapons now. Vertium and Cobalt. Still keeping these two. Show off. And keeping the bearskin gloves in case those go up in price. We still haven't needed more money yet, but if we don't get a source for Cobalt ore before the Cobalt armor becomes a thing, that's going to be absurdly expensive. That's what Wolfbane looks like? Oh no. Yeah, that's also a thing. Also, apparently only from drops. Some on PvP Island, some off. It's probably going to be our next thing we're looking for at. Wolfbane equipment. Steel greatswords. Steel axe, steel pick, perfect. Also, there's magic amulets now. And I believe there was attack amulets too, from something. Overall, we got better equipment. And we blend in with the rug now. Current skills are all level 50 plus, except for melee just barely, and artisan. So, I might try out the Vertium Greatsword against bears, or maybe I won't. But we're going to be going after some new drops, and such. Next time. Goodbye.